Welcome back, everybody, for another edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. I'm Chris Wright, your host, and welcome back, Matthew Wade, Chief Deputy. You've been off serving people far outside Calhoun County.
Absolutely. We just got back from a mission trip in Puerto Rico. We went down there and helped build a house for Hector, who doesn't have anything, and down there everything's concrete, and he had the concrete shell but no roof. And when we left, he has a roof that's covered, and he said he'd be moving in within the next month or so. So it's just good to serve, and that's what the Sheriff's Office and this program is all about, is serving others. And in service to others, you get a lot of self-gratification out of it.
And the viewers of this program do a lot of great service as well, watching this show and calling in information. How have they done this week?
4 arrests this week. Y'all have never let us down, and thank you so much for that. That counts up to 3,020 arrests.
3,024 now.
Oh, 3,024. I'm sorry, I was reading it wrong. 3,024 in 10 years. And once again, I get emails, texts, Facebook messages every day from people going, hey, I know where so-and-so is at. And they know, they're right on the money, and every time I tell them, thank you for getting involved, we can't do it without you.
You guys have a lot of great tools at your disposal. I know the sheriff, especially with being the president of the National Sheriff's Association a couple of years ago, he's had access to all the newest and best technology, and the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office has been taking advantage of a whole lot of that, and it's great, but nothing replaces people in the community caring about their own community and sharing that information.
Technology is great, but you can never replace people who care about their community. And that's what we need to be about. All law enforcement needs to be about, caring about what their citizens and their community thinks, and being a partner. And that's what we want to do.
That's what this show is all about. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the first half of this week's lineup, and we're going to talk to somebody else who's doing some great work in this community on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations, Sheriff Amerson, John Garlick, and Matthew Wade, my friends, for 10 years of Calhoun County's Most Wanted and over 3,000 arrests. Way to go, guys.
Congratulations, Calhoun County's Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers, for 10 great years. And thank you to the citizens of Calhoun County for putting 3,000 people behind the bars. Yay!
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. Low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
a crackhead,
drug addict,
alcoholic,
meth freak,
a rich,
like me.
I once was
homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost.
But now I am
sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
More than half of kids 12 to 17 years old have personal web pages, videos, or blogs. It's called social networking. As a parent, you should be monitoring your child's web pages. Find out the name of their site and go to it at least 3 times a week. Check for inappropriate material, for pictures, comments, and messages. Make sure your child doesn't post their personal information. Software is available to help you monitor your child's internet use. I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Amerson. For more information, log on to our website or call the number on your screen.
April is Child Abuse Prevention Month, and the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center will be selling T-shirts to raise funds to help in their fight against child abuse. Please help us. T-shirts are only $10 and $15 for sizes 2X and above. Every dollar that you donate will go to fighting child abuse in Calhoun and Cleburne counties. Thank you for your help and your support.
And let's take a look at some bad guys, shall we? Up first in this week's lineup, Johnny Haynes from Anniston, wanted for failure to appear for possession and receipt of a controlled substance, also failing to appear for use and possession of drug paraphernalia. John Dante Hunter from Jacksonville, wanted for failure to appear for possession of marijuana first degree and use and possession of drug paraphernalia. Leoma Jolly of Anniston wanted for failure to appear for reckless endangerment, possession of burglary tools, and attempting to elude. Mark Carroll of Anniston wanted for failure to appear for identity theft, and he also owes over $31,000 in child support. Jennifer Palmer of Piedmont wanted on a probation violation for first-degree receiving stolen property. Tony Vassar of Atala wanted for failure to appear for violating a domestic violence protection order. Harry Patterson of Anniston, he is wanted for non-payment of child support. He owes $5,240. That's the first half of this week's lineup. We'll have more bad guys for you in just a few moments on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. And we want to welcome back an old friend to the show. Joe Nabors is with us again from the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center. Joe, it's always good to see you.
It's always good to be here with you.
Even though we're not always talking about very pleasant subject matter while you're here, we do appreciate the work that you do when you're not here.
Right. Well, and the pleasant thing is we see children heal. And to see the light in their eyes when it comes back after times of abuse, when the therapy works, and for them to see that the people who've hurt them are being punished and go to jail, I see that. There is joy in that in a child's face.
For people who aren't familiar with the Children's Center, tell everybody what it is that you do.
In 1991, the district attorney's office, the sheriff's office, and others came together and said, we've got a problem. We have high rates of child abuse in Calhoun and Cleburne counties, but we only have about 2 cases successfully being prosecuted per year. They founded the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center, and we have been working ever since to help fight child abuse. Every chief, every sheriff, district attorney, and directors of DHR have signed an agreement that every single case comes to us first. We do the forensic interviews, and we provide free counseling to all the children that come to us.
And Matthew, that's just huge. I know that we've got some problems with our legal system. The courts are backed up, the jails are overcrowded. Everybody's talking about these problems. And some things are not going to go the way we want them to, but we want to make sure especially child abusers are prosecuted.
You know, a lot of times we talk about Alabama being so behind many other states in the way we do things. This is not one of those. We are a forefront. This is I could not imagine going back to doing it the old way. Every deputy, every police officer in this county knows how to do it. There's a certain protocol. We're very successful in the prosecution as long as we follow that protocol, and knowing that, hey, I'm not an expert counselor. I don't ever want to do anything in an investigation that hurts it, knowing that I take the report, I let the child go speak to a trained professional, that's all they do. That child is getting counseling, and they're getting the information they need for successful prosecution, and the child, most of the time, doesn't realize that it's even going on. Oh. And so, anytime you can help a child is a wonderful thing.
So Joe, what's the process when a child comes to see you or one of the counselors?
When a report comes in, it may be in the middle of the night, it may come through the school system, law enforcement or DHR or both will respond. When they get there, they gather peripheral information, usually from adults, what the child has said to them, and then they'll schedule an interview immediately with us. The child comes to us, they sit in a one-on-one environment. We have a child-friendly environment. It looks like a grandmother's house. And so they come in, we have a therapist who will talk with them one-on-one, and it'll be observed through a closed-circuit television by DHR, law enforcement, and the prosecutors. That way the child doesn't have to tell the story over and over and over. And our therapist has been trained with specific techniques to gather just the information from the child. We take nothing in with us, no names. We have nothing about the event that we discuss. The child discusses it with us. That way there's no leading at all. That information is taken immediately by district attorneys and law enforcement and DHR. They act on it immediately and can go out and arrest the individual. They can see that the child is provided what services they need, and then we schedule events for the child to stay there and do therapy over a period of time coming back through a number of weeks. And we also work with them when they get ready for court, because we have a victim's advocate that will work with the family. Because that's the question most of us as parents want to know, what's going to happen to my babies? Do they have to go testify and things like that? So we work with them. We have a victim's advocate that will go to the courtroom with them. We show them the courtroom, we introduce them to the area, and we stay with them during court. And we also testify to bring that information before the judges.
In the sheriff's office, basically, if you've ever watched the TV show Special Victims Unit, I'm trying to think of the...
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
SVU.
We actually have that. We don't call it that, but we actually have 2 guys that work with us that's all they do is assist the Children's Center in doing sexual abuse or child abuse cases. And when you do something each and every day, they become very good at it, and we're really proud that we have that. We pay for them out of a separate pot of money, and it really doesn't cost the taxpayers. It's really out of pistol permit money that these people are paid, and we're successful.
Talking about that TV show, my wife and I were big Law and Order fans, and we watched at least some of all the spin-offs that came around. But the SVU, we just couldn't watch it because the subject matter, when we went to bed at night, it was haunting us. How do you guys deal with it?
Through the success that we see. Someone has to stand in the gate and see that this is stopped. The staff there is very dedicated. They've been doing it for years. Thousands of children come through our office, and we have observed over a period of time the healing process. That is the reward when you see that a child is rescued from the situation and we see the healing. And like I said, to see the smiles come back on the faces is just amazing. They become children again. They run up and down through our hallways, and you'll hear them coloring and laughing and other things, and it's great. Yeah. That's what makes our day.
Now, one of the things that I hope is happening with the work that you're doing, obviously you're helping protect children. Hopefully you're also helping protect the good names of people who sometimes, and this is usually not the case, but sometimes are falsely accused in custody cases and that kind of thing.
I recently spoke for a civic organization, and an attorney approached me and he said, Joe, I just have to thank you. He said, I've had 2 clients that were falsely accused, and the children came to your office, and the children, through their interviews, you were able to show that nothing had happened. It was someone had just said something had happened. And there are sometimes also misunderstandings. Or sometimes it'll be an event that the clearness of what actually happens once we go through that answers a lot of questions in the case. So many times people that come to us, and we're happy on those days as well. All we want is the truth.
Absolutely. And Matthew, I know you're happy for that end of it as well. You guys are trained to go out in there and look at the crimes, but it's not as easy for you. You don't all have the same training they do to be able to understand what's really being said.
Absolutely. One of the things that people say a lot of times is, man, there's a lot of child abuse in Calhoun County. You know what my response to that is we have no more than any other place. We just aggressively prosecute it. We go after it. And other places don't have children's centers, and like you said, before the children's center there was only 2 prosecutions.
Well, people are going to be seeing very visually very soon how many of those cases we have in Calhoun County. We need to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the pinwheels that you will be seeing all month in Anniston. When we come back on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations on Calhoun County Most Wanted and Crime Stoppers for 10 years on the air and 3,000 arrests.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Most Wanted, 10 years on the air, and the Crime Stoppers for their 3,000 arrests. Great job, guys. Keep up the good work.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead,
drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was.
Homeless,
broken, sad,
just lost.
But now I am
Sober,
happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. Low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
We'd like to welcome everyone to the Foothills Family Festival, which will be on April the 12th at Fort McClellan on Symphony Way. We anticipate a large group of vendors there providing crafts and food, as well as amusement rides for the children. It will be completely family oriented. There is no cost of admission. We welcome everyone that day. All of the proceeds that day will go to the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center and Family Links, both agencies providing services to children in Calhoun and Cleburne counties. So please come out that day and help support us.
And for all you walkers and runners and who just want to have an activity to participate in, the festival will kick off that morning at 7:30 with a 5K, Run for Funds 5K. You can find more information about this festival and the 5K on our website, www.foothillsfestival.com. And you can find registration forms and applications if you're interested in being a vendor. But all the information is there, and so we hope to see you at the festival on April the 12th.
Hi, I'm Crystal Meth. Try me once, I might let you go. But if you try me twice, then I'll own your soul. I take kids from their parents and parents from their kids. I'll take and take until you have no more to give. I'll take everything from you, your looks and your pride. I'll ravage your body and control your mind. Now that you've met me, what will you do? Will you try me or not? It's all up to you.
Second half of this week's lineup now. Stephen Pruitt of Anniston, wanted on probation revocation for third-degree theft of property. Earl Weatherspoon of Jacksonville, wanted for failure to appear for use and possession of drug paraphernalia. Dominic Rentrona Jr. of Alexandria, wanted on probation revocation for giving a false name to law enforcement. Bobby Freeman of Anniston, wanted for failure to appear for possession of marijuana, second degree. Randy Phillips of Anniston, he is wanted for non-payment of child support. He owes $16,890. Titus Sterling of Oxford, wanted for non-payment of child support. He owes $13,007. Franklin Lloyd of Anniston, wanted on probation violation for possession of forged instruments, second degree. If you have any information about any of these cases, please call Calhoun County Crime Stoppers at 256-238-1414. They want your information, not your name, and you could get a cash reward of up to $1,000. We'll have the Crime Stoppers segment of the show here in just a few minutes, but right now we're talking with Joe Nabors from the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center. Joe, we're going to be seeing, as we're driving down Quintard Avenue, we're going to be seeing pinwheels for the next few weeks. Tell us what those pinwheels represent.
Every pinwheel is a child abuse investigation we've been involved in this last year. There will be 307 pinwheels placed out on Quintard Avenue, and we'll also go to Jacksonville as well. We want both the North and the South citizens to be able to see this, because we want people to understand we have to protect our children. We want people to understand there are predators waiting there to harm them if we are not the safeguard for them. So 307 cases of child abuse is what we're involved in this last year. That's not including all the therapy and other things, but just the initial investigations to start with.
Put that into perspective. My child's elementary school they go to in Alexandria, they have about 800 students, so we'd be looking at what, 40% of the whole entire school?
Yeah,
as
victims? Look at it this way, it's almost one a day.
Yeah. Yes.
But I like the way you're doing it with the pinwheels, because as you were saying earlier, it really, those pinwheels, they represent not a child being a victim, but a child being served and being counseled and getting back to being a child again.
Yes, yes. And a pinwheel really is a good representation because they're resilient. The wind will blow, but you see that after a period of time, as they start spinning, it doesn't fall down, it stays up. And we love to see them out there. We love to educate people about what we're doing. But we also know that there's 307 there. Statistics show us that 1 in every 4 daughters will be molested, all females, and 1 in every 6 sons will be molested somewhere across the United States. Those statistics hold true. And we see that here as well. But now, when we take one predator off the street, when one child tells us, many times that it's just like an octopus. The tentacles go out, and we see that other children in the community have been victimized by this individual. So we know it's so important for us to get that him or her off the street now, so that other children in the future will not be harmed.
Well, let's talk about the big event coming up. We've got a festival in a couple of weeks.
Yes. The Foothills Family Festival is going to be a joint venture between the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center and Family Links. All the proceeds will stay here in these 2 counties and will benefit the children that we serve. But it's going to be on April the 12th at 9 o'clock. Go to the middle gate at Fort McClellan. You'll travel through there, and after you pass the fire station, you'll see us up on the left. Vendors will have all kinds of family-oriented things. We'll have rides for children. There'll be all kinds of food, all kinds of crafts. It's 2 weeks before Easter, so it's a good time to go buy your Easter stuff. But admission is free. You have to pay the vendors. So if you want a hot dog, you pay for that. We'll have our T-shirts for sale. Matter of fact, this is a picture of our T-shirts we're selling right now for the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center. This is our major fundraiser every year, and we have been very successful in doing this over the last few years. The little hands represent the pinwheel this year, and they've been very helpful to us in trying to educate people. You'll see these all year long, but we sell them at the Children's Center. We'll be selling them at the festival. They're only $10. Up to sizes 2X. 2X we have to charge a little bit more, $15 and above. But they also sell them at the Sheriff's Office. Larry Emerson is our board president at the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center, and every year if you go get your pistol permit there, there'll be our shirts, and they sell our shirts there as well.
And when you see somebody wearing one of these shirts, you know that person has done something to help the kids.
It has, because like I say, we're a local organization. We're a 501c3. Everything stays here.
I can tell you one thing to understand is we've reached out on this festival and asked the people who are behind the scenes of creating Oxford Fest to come help us. So we have some really good people that are used to putting on some festivals, and so I really think it'll be a really good festival. I'm not saying it's Oxford Fest, but these same people are really helping Foothills Festival get off the ground.
Certainly they know a little something about what they're doing, because that festival is always completely packed with people.
It is. And they've spent many, many hours trying to help us in this.
They do.
All right, so we'll have a big one in the fall at Oxford Fest, and hopefully this one will be a big spring festival every year.
Yes, sir.
All right. So again, the T-shirts, you can get them at the Sheriff's Office. Where else?
Right, at the Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center. Our number will be displayed. It's 256-238-0902, or you can go to our website. Just Google Calhoun Cleburne Children's Center, and once again, you can Google Foothills Family Festival as well and get more information about both.
All right, well, Joe, thanks for the work that you do. Keep on doing it, and hopefully the load will be lightened a little bit. Let's just hope that this is a light year, and we appreciate everything, and hopefully everybody will show up at the festival.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. We will be back in just a few moments. We'll have our Crazy Criminal of the Week, as well as the Crime Stoppers segment of Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Congratulations to Calhoun County's Crime Stoppers and the Most Wanted program that airs on the TV all the time, and for being on the air for 10 years, and also for arresting over 3,000 people. Great job, guys.
Being with you was a blast. Our future together was looking pretty good. We had some great times. Everything was going so great. But you made a stupid choice that killed our relationship. I'm gonna miss you.
His choice was to drink and then drive. Underage drinking can cost you your freedom. Drinking and driving can cost you your future. There is no future with alcohol. More than half of kids 12 to 17 years old have personal web pages, videos, or blogs. It's called social networking. As a parent, you should be monitoring your child's web pages. Find out the name of their site and go to it at least 3 times a week. Check for inappropriate material, for pictures, comments, and messages. Make sure your child doesn't post their personal information. Software is available to help you monitor your child's internet use. I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Emerson. For more information, log on to our website or call the number on your screen.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead,
Drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch
like me.
I once was.
homeless.
Broken. Sad.
Just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. Low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Emerson. Don't risk your life and the lives of others by texting while driving. Put the phone down or safely pull over. Looking down for 1 second is all it really takes. Is it really worth it?
Now let's see if you can help us solve some crimes around the community. Between March 20th and March 24th, an air conditioner unit, metal sprocket for a dozer blade, miscellaneous tools, and some scrap metal were all stolen from this residence on Highway 9 in Piedmont. Between March 29th and 30th, Big Valley Arena was broken into. They stole microphones, gasoline, and airsoft guns. Some damage was also done to the building and an RV trailer. On March 30th, a 2008 Trailer World utility trailer and a 1996 Craftsman riding lawnmower were stolen from this residence on Wellington Road in Jacksonville. On March 2nd, an outdoor couch and outdoor chair were stolen from this residence on Tillman Avenue in Anniston. On March 28th, the residence on Highway 77 in Lincoln was broken into. Somebody got away with some electronics. On March 28th, the residence on Mud Street in Ohatchee was broken into. From this place, they stole a television and firearms. If you have any information about these cases or any other crimes, please call Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Emerson or Crime Stoppers at 256-238-1414.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
Matthew, there are a lot of people that are looking for work right now. Some of them are finding jobs. My wife just got a new job, as a matter of fact.
That's awesome.
That is good news. Some people are having difficulty finding jobs. Sometimes it's their fault, sometimes it's not. In this particular case, it's the applicant's fault. Texas Workforce Solutions in Dallas, that's a service that they help people find jobs and help teach them how to do better applications and resumes and that kind of thing. And they got an application from an individual, sent in his picture and his resume, but the picture he sent in was not a headshot. It was of the part of the body that the man would definitely not want to send a picture of.
So you need to get Joe Nabors back, because that guy's probably doing something he ain't supposed to be doing.
Very possibly.
You know, I talk to children all the time about sexting. This would be a prime example of what not to do.
Yeah, don't even take those pictures, because you never know what's going to end up happening with them by accident or on purpose, and it's never going to be good.
Yeah.
So he did not get the job. He did get a criminal record, which is going to make it even tougher to get that job.
Yeah, that's...
What exactly would he be charged with on that?
You know, that you could, well, one, in Alabama, you could be probably charged with a harassment. If you send something, in Alabama, harassment is considered as alarming or annoying somebody, depending on, I'm sure he's a grown man, but if these kids don't realize in schools, they take a picture of themselves and send them to their boyfriend, and they're under the age of 16, guess what? It's child pornography.
Yep.
Bad.
That's
bad
a
news.
very serious issue. All right, we are done for the day. We appreciate you tuning in, and we'll be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.
Looking for a new or used vehicle? AOD Federal Credit Union can help. We offer low interest rates and financing terms to work with your budget. We can save you time and money, whether it's at one of our convenient office locations or through one of our participating dealers. Visit an office, call, or head to AODFCU.com to get your best deal now. Low auto loan rates, always at AOD Federal Credit Union. Certain restrictions may apply. To obtain additional details and cost information, call 1-800-637-0299 or visit AODFCU.com. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Amazing grace.
How sweet the sound that saved
A crackhead,
Drug addict, alcoholic, meth freak,
a wretch like me.
I once was.
Homeless,
Broken. Sad.
just lost. But now I am sober.
Happy.
I'm fine. Was blind, but now I see.
Every day, shattered lives are restored thanks to the goods you donate to the Salvation Army.
More than half of kids 12 to 17 years old have personal web pages, videos, or blogs. It's called social networking. As a parent, you should be monitoring your child's web pages. Find out the name of their site and go to it at least 3 times a week. Check for inappropriate material, for pictures, comments, and messages. Make sure your child doesn't post their personal information. Software is available to help you monitor your child's internet use. I'm Calhoun County Sheriff Larry Emerson. For more information, log on to our website or call the number on your screen.
Hi, I'm Brian Woodfin with ABS Business Systems. We are a proud member of our local Chamber of Commerce. We can build our local economy by shopping with local businesses. These local sales tax dollars help our local schools and keep our neighborhoods safe. Buy local and think regionally, and invest in our communities.